Okay, I've decided to have a look at this with lawnmower's pull start. I've got it off and look what's happened. It's gone around. Somehow it's come out of that plastic part. Oh, I can see why. Those tabs there, they're not bent over far enough to hold it down, so somehow it's just come out. So probably I'll just undo it and it'll probably spring back. I may need to actually take that white piece out, maybe if the spring has uncoiled itself. Here we go, all done. That took about 20 minutes. That recoils really well now. Recoil stars are my most hated thing out of lawnmowers. I couldn't think of anything worse to do. That wasn't actually too bad, but I had to fiddle around with it a bit because I didn't quite know what I was doing. Before I put it back together, I'm going to use the air compressor. You can probably hear it pumping up, just to clean in there and all that kind of stuff, just so it means I probably won't have to clean it later. Okay, I'm about ready to start it. All I've done is fix the starter, put oil in it, and that's it. I haven't looked at the air filter. I've checked for a spark plug and done that, but it's the original spark plug that it came with. So we'll see how it goes. We've got to prime it. That feels good. I just finished mowing the lawn with it, and it's got some sort of noise with it. It sounds like a big end noise or main bearing noise. I'll start it up. I'll see if the camera can pick up the noise. But yeah, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but it's got some sort of clicking noise. Not clicking, it's sort of hard to explain what it is, but it sounds like a big end noise. But I don't know, I just mowed the lawn with it, so it's alright. Got some more mowers to fix. I had this one going, but I think it's run out. The coil's broken or something, because it doesn't have a spark. That one I'll just clean the carburetor. It's a Sunbeam, but it's pretty much just a Victor. I just got this Briggs & Stratton. I don't know what that is, some cheap brand. I found this on my way up to work. It's missing its fuel tank, but it should go. I've got an identical motor to it. I was going to do it earlier in the day, but it was really hot, and now it's cooled down, but I'm still sucking a beer down. So yeah, I've got to fix these up now. I'll fix this one first. I've just got to take this black, orange cover off it. So I've got the cover off, now I just need to use my air gun. Doing this one hand is not easy. Might have to pump it up a bit more. Got it off using a bit of WD-40. And this flywheel will just lift up now. I'll probably need to get some screwdrivers underneath it just to wedge it a bit. I've just put the new coil in, and I realised that you can actually set the timing on these engines, which is pretty cool, I think. I've got it going, but now when I rev it up, it starts to backfire out the intake. I've just taken the air filter off this one. Looks in good condition, you'd think, but I think someone's like run it in mud or something, because if you look in here, it's gonna be hard to see, but it's just dirt in there, totally covered in dirt. And look at the air filter, it's black, so that'll need a really good clean out. I decided to take the cover off it to just clean it out a bit, and I found just solid grass in there. It's really messy. I don't know how you could let your lawnmower go to this stage. Maybe someone was using it for commercial purposes, running it, I don't know, 8-9 hours a day or something, but got to get the carburetor off and just clean it up. Maybe the fuel tank will need to clean up. That's solid like mud I just found on the fuel tank. So this lawnmower's been treated quite harshly, but I should be able to revive it. Put it back together, and I'm just going to see if it goes. I haven't put the air filter back on because it's just too dirty. I'll just buy another one from Bunnings. They're only about like $2-3 or something. So give it a few primes. I just saw a little bit of fuel just squirt in. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I don't think I've checked for a spark. In fact, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I got this motor fixed. It's a Victor. Just needs a carby clean out. The fuel's really old. It's got this crack on it along there, but he said it was a really good mower. He did a lot of work. It's a mulcher, so it's worth a bit of money. I still haven't worked out the timing on this engine, but I got this one, which is practically the same, just slightly different. It's a bit lower and that's a bit higher, but they're practically the same engine, so I'll just have a look at the timing on this one and then do the timing on this one off that one. As you can see, this one hasn't been run in a while. It's got spider webs there and all that crap. The fuel's really old in it. I've already smelt it. So what I'm going to do is take the engine off so I can clean the base up a bit, and I'll empty the fuel tank off and yeah, just give it a clean up. This is my outdoor workshop because inside the shed's too dirty to work. It's got too much shit. I've got to wait until my other diesel engine gets parts fixed for it. So. Oh shit, I also forgot about this blower. He doesn't know about that, but he should go soon. It's just too messy in here. So once I can get the engine back together, all this will be on that platform, so it'll be much neater. That's my bin. It's overflowing. I need to empty that. Yeah. I've taken the base plate cutting thing off and I've undone 1, 2, 3 bolts, but the engine still won't come off. And then I discovered this bolt up here. So, I don't know. So if you ever have one of these, there's 4 bolts, just so you don't look around for ages. Okay, I've got the carburetor off, and this is my sort of workbench which I can use. I made this for my Year 12 project at school. So now I'll just take this apart and clean it. If you want to know what's inside, I've done the other video. I'll put that in the link. Often when I fix these sort of engines, I replace all the fuel and air lines, because they don't sort of hold as well, and because these Victors use air pressure from engine parts like the flywheel and out of this decompressor to govern the speed, if they're not on real tight, and they can sort of lose the air pressure and the engine doesn't run real well, so I just replace it. That stuff's about $5 a metre, so it's pretty cheap to replace. And okay, I've just put fuel in it, so I'll turn it on, wait a few seconds like we normally do. 2, 3. I'll do 3 primes. It's been sitting for a while. We'll see if it goes. It's leaking fuel out there. So something's leaking. Have to fix that up.